Oh,
So they signed
Villa already.
We're not even started fucking recording
Is
yet.
it not recording?
It is recording.
Well, there you go.
There's the
Aston
clip.
Villa 1-0 up. Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner. Welcome back to the results review, the FA Cup and Carabao Cup.
Yes, all the cups.
We're going to talk about the cups. Obviously, we made some predictions. I said I was going to keep count of the scores. I didn't, but I will next week, inshallah.
He will. Inshallah, wallah, he will.
Inshallah, wallah, will. Well, again, we have a game on in the background. It's Villa-Tottenham. Villa have scored in less than a minute. Jacob Ramsey has gone through on goal. Keeper should have done better. Danso's kept him on side.
The new signing.
Both new signings.
And Porro, where was he?
Porro,
who was he marking?
Porro bombed forward, didn't track back.
Shock.
He did a Trent.
Yeah.
But we're gonna move away from Tottenham and Ange. We'll talk obviously more about them later. But let's start with it's not a Newcastle shirt, but if you squint, it looks like it.
Yes.
Newcastle 2, Arsenal 0. How much is that in aggregate?
That is 4-0 on aggregate, my
friends. In the semi-final.
Smoking on that Arteta pack, some would say.
In the semi-final. They're through to the final next month.
Let's not lie. Arsenal without Saka are actually joke, man.
Ooh.
I can't lie. It's like today we'll touch on another team who was without their right winger, possibly the best right winger in the world.
Yep.
And they lost today.
Exactly. Can you guess who it is?
I mean, they have no creativity going forward. Let's talk about Odegaard for a second. He's
a fraud, by the way.
What is he doing? Because he was signed he was the next big thing. He was supposed to come in. Everyone thought he was the next De Bruyne in his first season. Do you remember that?
They did in that season when they were top at Christmas and then bottled it.
Yes.
And I think is right. I saw through it, man.
Yeah, you did.
I don't think that he's that good. And
he's not, man. He's not.
He's the captain.
Yeah.
He's been given the captain's armband, which, by the way, is a disgrace.
I think that we're now getting to the point in Premier League football where captains are being made captains when they're not captain material. I genuinely think Bruno Fernandes is still not a captain, or captain material. When you look at Manchester United captains, you got your Roy Keane, they're hard as fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Vidic.
Yeah, Vidic as well. Mm-hmm. And I just think even when Trippier was our captain, Trippier was a bit of a shithouse sometimes, but he was still he's still a bit harder and more of a captain, more of a leader, international leader as well, than Bruno Fernandes. I feel now we're just getting to a point where the so-called top player at the club, the top attacking player at the club has been made captain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's why has Odegaard been made captain? He literally had the opportunity to make it 1-1, and he's in the box, through on goal, blasts it with his weak foot, somehow off the bar on the right side.
Yeah.
He just misses such an open, easy opportunity. And, I mean, I just think he's not fraud. I don't think he's a fraud.
I think he's a fraud.
But what I will say is that the overhyping from Arsenal fans on this Odegaard brother is, I think it's next level. I watch him. I've actually never watched a game.
You don't think he's a fraud? You say you don't think he's a fraud, yeah?
I didn't think he was a fraud.
He's a number 10 in a team that's second in the league.
Yes.
Okay. A team that score a lot of goals, I'd say, compared to
they
most...
do, yeah.
Okay. How many goals do you think he has in the league this season?
I would say, one of the top number 10s in the league, apparently. Top goal scoring team. I'd say he's got to have at least 7 or 8 goals.
Okay. He's got 2.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, but that's okay. That's not a midfielder's primary job.
It's not, because they assist.
Yes,
right?
they assist. How many assists do you think
he's going to have 10 or 12?
Yeah, he's got 3. He is a fraud.
Oh.
There are 2 types of captains in my books. There's what you described, and there's leading by example. Where you don't have to say that much. It's, he's the best. If I need to be at this club, I have to live up to that level.
Yeah.
Now, he's neither.
Oh.
He is not good, nor does he inspire the team. I've never seen him shout.
No.
I've never seen him hold people accountable when they make mistakes. And I've seen him bottle. That was a good example.
Yeah.
He missed a penalty against us in the FA Cup. He is a bottler.
Receipts.
He's a bottler.
Even Granit Xhaka would have been a better captain than him. At least he had some passion.
Yeah.
And was commanding that midfield a little bit better.
Yeah.
Declan Rice lost his head in that game.
Yeah,
well.
exactly. Should have been sent off, by the way.
Definitely.
Should have been sent off for that tackle. I've seen red cards be given for a lot less this year. So he's lucky to get away with that.
Yeah, 100%. And I think Arsenal fans got really lucky in that game, actually, because that's 100% a card in my book. And he just
for sure
smashes into it. I don't even remember who it was. I think it was Gordon.
Yeah, it was on the break. Like, he just went in studs up,
just right across the legs.
Not even a booking. Insane. But let's move away from those bums.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your team. Let's talk about Alexander Isak, right? Because good Lord.
Do you mean the best striker in the world? Because I do. That's when I talk about Alexander Isak, I think about the best striker in the world. Let me list a few things for you. Okay. These are the roles of a striker.
Yes.
We're not just talking about number 9.
No.
We're talking about just the roles of the forward nowadays.
Yeah.
Dropping in deep. Alexander Isak can do that.
He does do that. He does.
Playing long balls. Alexander Isak can do that.
He can.
Beating men for pace. He can do that. Dribbling down the wing, he can do that. Finishing from outside the box, he can do that. Finishing up close, he can do that. With his head top, he can do that. He can do anything.
It's true.
Do you know what he did to Saliba? I don't think it's legal what he did to Saliba on a football pitch. He assaulted him in a way that I can't say on YouTube and TikTok. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
He just bullied him. And I've never seen Saliba and Gabriel look as hopeless as they were in that game.
Yeah.
When they played against the best striker in the world. And let me just say this. Think about the strikers that they normally play against. Chris Woods, Jackson, Gakpo. Like, these are good strikers.
Yeah.
They are not like... I'm seeing all this talk about this partnership being the best centre-back partnership in the last 10 years. Are you joking? Are you actually joking me? Because when we're talking 10, 15, 20 years ago, that's when the real strikers come out. That's when the big strikers come out. You got some legends from back then. If we're even talking further back, Shearers, Andy Cole. Yeah. Do you think Gabriel's doing anything to
Absolutely not.
Bro, the standard for centre-back parents has gone down, honestly.
No,
I'm going to talk about a centre-back later, actually.
Yeah, me too.
That I want to fucking mention. I'm sick of this agenda that is going on with this fucking guy.
Watch the 3 points to find out.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go in. But yeah, this, honestly, the amount that this partnership of Gabriel and Saliba's gassed up, you've got one striker, Isak, who would be, I think if he played in the previous generation, he'd be among them. I don't think he'd be the best, but he'd be among the Agueros, the Drogbas, He would have bagged 15 to 20 goals. But they get even a taste of that kind of striker and they crumble.
Yeah.
4 goals,
100%.
2 games. That is crazy.
Yeah.
And he didn't even score in the second game, and he was by far and away the most
it was obvious.
Player.
It was so obvious. He scored that offside goal, by the way, like shrugging Saliba off.
He's not even there.
Literally
He's not even there.
Wrapped his foot around him, played the pass back to Gordon. Gordon then, and you see the movement from Isak is just
straight away.
It's unreal. Like, his movement is honestly top level.
It's true.
He just runs, pushes right off his front foot, blitzes Saliba.
Yeah.
Right, he's already through on goal. Controls it with his knee. It's a hard pass from Gordon. Controls it with his knee. Runs through on goal. On his weak foot, nearly puts it in the top left corner off the post, and Jacob Murphy puts in. Now, there's no better scorer that I could have asked for than Jacob Murphy against Arsenal, because this guy was signed from Norwich in the Rafa Benitez era. He played with us in the Championship.
Yeah.
And look at the transformation that this guy has made. Honestly, it couldn't happen to a better bloke as well, because he's just such a nice guy.
Yeah, he stuck around, and he works hard, It's the epitome of like a squad player, He's got his chance now. He's going to start, but obviously this isn't the long-term solution.
Yeah.
I like what he's about, man. He just goes about. He knows his place.
Yeah, he's the epitome of an Eddie Howe player as well. Someone who works his hardest and maybe might not have the best ability or the top shooting or top passing in the world, but Eddie Howe knows how to get the best out of his players. Yeah. And you're seeing that with Jacob Murphy right now. It's honestly a bit of I wouldn't even call it a pelt patch. He's just been good all season.
Yeah, honestly. He's had a good season. And it's what you needed when you didn't sign a right winger. So,
yeah. But anyways, we'll move on from Newcastle.
Move on from Arsenal not getting over the line again. Yes. Not winning another trophy.
Another trophy that they haven't won. Are we shocked?
No.
We're not shocked.
But, Newcastle go to the final. Who are you against?
We're against Liverpool.
And they killed Spurs. You predicted it.
Yeah, I actually predicted the exact score.
4-0.
I got all those predictions right, by the way.
You did go back and go 3-1 after that. but I'll let you have it.
Outing me?
I'll let you have
Outing
it.
me?
I'll let you have it. Though.
Interesting.
I'll let you have
that's
it.
fair. That's fair.
4-0's fair because I said that Tottenham would go through on a draw.
Yes, you did.
So Tottenham didn't show
Lest
up
we forget.
at all. No attacking threat at all. Liverpool were...
They didn't have a shot on target the whole game, did
they didn't. Liverpool were just... They didn't get out of second gear or first gear even.
Lie.
They were just going about their day, scoring a few goals here and there. Szoboszlai, man of the match. Can I just say...
Let's talk. Just say it.
Listen to me. When I speak, listen to me, okay? Unfortunately, it is a Scouser, but he is one of the most effective midfielders in the league on his day. As an 8, I think he's really good. He's creating, he's scoring, he's controlling the middle of the park. That's what you want, you know? If United could sign a midfielder, I'd like an archetype like that. Do we have one? No. Sadly. But yeah, Liverpool are through, no surprise at all.
No.
But that's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
We'll move on a few days to the FA Cup.
The FA Cup.
The FA Cup, the oldest cup competition in the world. We kick off the weekend. United beat Leicester 2-1.
Yeah.
Never in doubt. Great performance. Marlon! Oh. Honestly, the amount of attackers Villa have signed.
Yeah.
Anyway, United... Every week I come on and I say it's the worst performance I've seen. That was the worst performance I've seen.
That was the worst performance.
It was horrible. Leicester...
No, I genuinely mean it. Watching that was difficult.
Yeah.
And even... I was obviously wanting Leicester to win. I've got people in my family who support Leicester. And God, it was just a bad game.
It was a hard watch, honestly.
Hard watch.
Really, really hard watch. You've got us struggling to play out of that first phase because Leicester are pressing us. And when Leicester have the ball, by the way, Okoli has the ball. We're not pressing him.
Yeah.
We pressed him once in the whole game at the end, and he lost it. Why were we not doing that from the beginning?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of questions that I have going through my head. I don't know why we're playing it so safe, why we're so boring. Why did we start with 5 defenders instead of 4 and then Ahmed as a wing back? You know, I don't understand. I get that Amram wants to stick to that formation. That's completely fine. But he's being very rigid in the players that he plays and the positions. I mean, conceding that goal, we shouldn't have conceded it. It's the same goal we've conceded for like 2 seasons. That cutback, no one's on the edge of the box. Oh, good save. No one's on the edge of the box. And yeah, it's 1-0. They get it from the rebound. When Garnacho comes on at halftime, he changes the game. He gives us an attacking threat. When Xerxes comes on, he unlocks Diallo, and we're playing better. Not good, better. And we managed to get an equalizer through. Garnacho crosses it in. Højlund misses. Shock. Xerxes there for the tap-in. And then at the end of the game, Maguire with an offside goal.
Massively offside.
Massively. I'm very surprised. I'm convinced that the linesman just didn't want to watch 30 more minutes of that shit.
It wouldn't have been 30 minutes, though. It would have went straight to penalties.
No, it's extra time in the FA Cup.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Oh, well, in that case, I was thinking it was just penalties. In that case, I think it's a little bit like... I thought Leicester could probably win on penalties, but if there was extra time, I think you were probably going to win.
Yeah, we probably would have. But obviously, no one wants to play another 30 minutes. It was offside. I feel like we deserve it after all the shit this season. I feel like a lot of decisions have gone against us. That was nice. Good free kick, good header from Maguire, and I think he deserves it. You know, he's played his way back into the team after all the shit that's happened in the last couple of years, and I hope he can do well when he plays. Obviously, he's not the future, but the whole point is we get the win. We're still relying on like moments, which is really shit because I'd rather right now we put in good performances and lose because in that sense the results will come.
Yeah.
But if you're putting in bad performances and winning, it will run out. We've won 6 of our last 8. God knows how. I was going through them. 5 of those wins we didn't deserve. We are like on the margins of a relegation battle, and we could very well be. We're playing Tottenham next week.
And that, honestly, who knows what's going to happen in that game? Who actually knows? Because that is total shit versus total shit.
I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
Wait for the results episode. Oh, no, the predictions episode. Wait for that.
Jesus. I'm so happy that we aren't playing for another week. I'm so happy. I don't need to think about those bums. But yeah, I mean, that's enough on United. I don't want to talk about them anymore.
I'm just sick of... I knew when Leicester scored, I literally said in our group chat, I was like, no, don't get excited because I've seen this script before. I've seen the United script where they play like shit and they play, arguably they outdo themselves every time with how bad they play, but they make it through. It's it's just their way.
It's true.
It's just that they are now officially, I think, a cup team.
We are a cup team. We are.
You know, the league performances. Hold on.
Look at Tielemans.
Oh my
Look
God.
at Tielemans.
Oh my God. He should have played him through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I genuinely think that it's not going to get better for you for a while.
No.
I think next season you could finish still bottom table. I think the rebuild is going to take so long.
Yeah.
Because how many players is Amorim realistically going to be able to get in this summer? Like, how many outgoings have you had? You just signed fucking Dorgu.
Yeah, but you have to remember next year, Chelsea have that obligation to buy. Villa have got that option to buy. Oh, actually, it might be an obligation. I'm not too sure. So a few of our loans become permanent. So in that sense, we're getting rid of their wages.
Sancho, Chelsea.
Yeah, obligation. So he's gone.
Yeah.
So we get 20, 30 million and his wages are off our bill. So all these little things will add up. And I think we could probably get one marquee signing.
And I know which marquee signing that should be.
Squad players. Yes, and you have to watch the 3 points to find out.
You do.
But yeah, I mean, we've got a lot to do. City win. They were losing to Leyton Orient. They win. I wouldn't say it's convincing. I would not say it's convincing. There's still a lot of work to be done over there. Right now, they're battling for top 4. Yeah, man. After that 5-1, it's still not looking convincing.
Yeah, no. I mean, to be honest, I think the wheels are starting to fall off a bit with City. I think we know. Did he re-sign, Pep? He re-signed, didn't he? Until when?
I think it's 2 or 3 more years, if I'm not mistaken.
Fuck me. I cannot deal with Pep for 2 or 3 more years. I actually
irritating.
Can't deal with him. But yeah, I'm just like, I think the wheels are slowly starting to fall off with them a little bit. But the problem is with City, they've arguably got the best like developmental squad, or they've got the best youth academy in the league, or probably in the country, really. I mean, you look at some of the players that have come through City's academy. You've got Foden, Sancho, Palmer as well. So many top quality players who now are leaders of their team. Sancho, leader of his team. But I mean, was cooking in the Bundesliga at the top level, you know. So,
yeah, I think a lot of City's academy signings have been quite good. I mean, right now, recently, I haven't seen much. Who's that guy? That How was it? Oh, what was his name? That centre back. That weird, like, he had a weird name.
I don't know.
He played for a bit and he kept losing. Every time he played, he lost.
I don't know.
Oh, his name was like Boob or something.
What the fuck?
Boosie or something.
No, I don't know who that is.
I'm gonna need to look it up now.
Jesus Christ, Boosie?
Yeah, something like
Boosie
that.
Fade?
Something. I need to. He's not even here. Pussy, Simpson Pussy.
Oh, Pussy.
Yeah, because he kept playing and he kept losing.
Yeah.
So my point is the City Academy is all right, but I wouldn't call them the best in the country.
Oh, I mean, who is?
I mean, what are you basing it on?
How many top players there are in the league
top
right
players
now?
as in like in the top flight of league, or just
I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, we're talking about players who are currently playing in the top level of football.
I'd still say United have got that, because if you think about how many United players have been like not the best, but like Johnny Evans was at West Brom and Leicester for how long?
Yeah, but that was like fucking years ago.
Yeah, no, it's a few years ago, but we've always had this record. Even who else? Rashford's at Villa.
Yes.
There are more examples. I'm just forgetting right now.
It doesn't really matter. It's just another win for City, as per usual.
Yeah, it's true. Another
Sick
win.
Of hearing about it.
Who cares? Bournemouth beat Everton to go through.
Oh, that's the one prediction I didn't get right.
Yeah.
I said Everton would beat Bournemouth.
I thought Bournemouth would win. Did you see Semenyo's penalty run out?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I liked it. I don't really think it, again, like people, I think, put too much sort of hype or thought into how you take a penalty. I don't think it. If you put your boot through it, I think you're genuinely more likely to score than if you try and place it.
Yeah, get over the ball. Just hit it hard.
Get over the ball. Make sure it's not going to go over the bar, and you're probably going to score.
Yeah, I believe in that. Jamie Vardy.
Jamie Vardy.
Yeah. But yeah, arguably the tie of the weekend in terms of entertainment. Birmingham Newcastle.
Ooh, yeah.
3-2.
It was a good game.
Proper 100%. FA Cup game.
Scrappiest goals you'll ever see in your life. Though.
Yes, 100%.
Goal for Callum Wilson. I want to talk about Callum Wilson really quickly because Eddie Howe came out and said for the second half of our season, he's going to be like a new signing.
Oh,
What does that mean?
whoa!
What are you seeing?
That's a bold
What
claim.
are you seeing in the training
You
pitch?
hate Wilson.
I do. Like, no, it's not that I hate him. I just think that you cannot play Wilson over Isak.
Of course not.
He's obviously going to come on in like the 70th.
That might be his role, though. Maybe.
That's fine. I don't mind that. It's what Harvey Barnes did. And Harvey Barnes won us games.
Yeah, you need a squad to win trophies, not an
100%,
11.
100%. Yeah.
So I think that's good for you, but it's the fact that in this game you rotated 9 players, and I want to talk about one. I want to talk about Osula. And
not right now though.
Oh, you're
in
talking
the
about
3 points.
He was blank. Find out in the 3 points. But yeah, I was impressed by him. I was impressed by a lot of what the team did. I was also impressed by Birmingham though.
Yeah,
they really
Birmingham. They were good. Yeah,
they took the game to you. That Japanese midfielder scored that amazing long shot, first time volley.
Onside.
Son
missing a one-on-one. 2-3 yards out. God.
That's his bread and butter.
That is his bread and butter. Jesus, that's the captain right there.
Damn.
Jeez.
Well, yeah. That Newcastle game, I have to say, was really entertaining to watch. Willock with a couple of goals.
Yeah, Willock with 2.
Pope's return did not instill confidence. What do you think?
I maybe have something to add to that later.
Oh, you're talking about the whole game later?
No. In our 3 points.
Okay.
We'll talk about who could come in.
Interesting.
Instead of that man.
Yeah. Now, obviously there's a lot there, but I think it's a plus that Hal put his trust in the players and they delivered the job. So when they're going to be brought on now in games, they'll have that belief like, oh, this guy trusts me, you know?
Definitely.
So I think that was a good result for you guys. But I'll tell you who didn't have a good weekend. Chelsea.
Shocking.
Chelsea. Shit. Okay.
Yes, totally
couldn't even
shit.
win. Couldn't beat Brighton, who just lost 7-0.
I think the wheels are also falling off over there.
I think the wheels are already behind.
They
fell off the truck. They are behind.
Behind on Sheikh Zayed Road.
On Sheikh Zayed Road.
Okay. You know what the problem is with Chelsea? Some games they'll play, they look excellent.
Yes.
And then other games they play, you think, what happened? And it was just one of those games again. But I'm like, there's still Palmer glaze all over my timeline. Ice cold from Palmer as he just like turns a player. But they lost the game.
Yeah.
Why are you not focusing on the Brighton players who just beat this Chelsea team, this much deeper, much better Chelsea team? That's what you should be focusing on.
This is the thing, right? And they've been struggling to score goals. And I know Jackson's injured and they've been dealing with a few other injuries.
Jackson, man. He's got less than like 10 goals this season. He's nowhere near their top.
He's their first choice striker. And, you know, a certain friend of ours says he's good enough. So he must be. It's not just him though. I mean, they got rid of Felix. The thing is, none of these guys are good. But I'm just saying that these are options. They're to start Nkunku, and that's it. And on the bench, there's no one. Now they're in this space where they can't score goals. They're not creating enough chances, and they have no one to help to do any of these jobs apart from Palmer, who got the first goal through a speculative cross that the keeper parried in.
Yeah.
Honestly, they're lucky to have got that goal. So it's a bad run of form for Chelsea so far. I mean, they've knocked out of the cup. They struggled to beat West Ham again from an own goal. Just got beaten by City.
Yeah.
It's worrying times, you know, with Maresca. And just to see them
it's unsure times, we'll say, I think. I don't know if I'd say worrying.
I mean, not worrying that...
They're still top half.
Yeah.
Still doing okay.
I mean, worrying in the top 4 race. Because you want to... This is like the uncertain, and this is when teams get injuries. This is where teams drop off in form.
Yeah.
You know, a bit of the rhythm goes because it's fucking winter.
Yeah.
Everyone's cold, everyone's tired. You've just had the Christmas period, which is intense. So if Chelsea, I feel like a team that... Oh, Marcus Rashford.
Hello.
I feel like if a team starts to lose their form, they could... Potentially their season could go at this point.
Maybe.
But we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to happen to Chelsea, but yeah, was not impressed by what I saw. Mitoma with the winning goal. Brighton kind of showing everyone that they're still decent, which wasn't really in doubt. And they're through. So that's already Chelsea out of the cup. And another big dog out of the cup today.
Thankfully.
Liverpool.
Oh.
Liverpool are the other big dogs out of the cup.
But Salah was... How did Salah not score?
Didn't play.
Didn't play.
Okay.
Then lost to Plymouth.
Let me give you some names of players that started. Trey Maurice Nyoni.
I know him. I went to school with that guy.
Yeah, no, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
McConnell. Professor McGonagall.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, like they rotated heavily, and they only made 2 subs. They brought on 3 subs. Sorry, they brought on Mabaya
Who?
after Joe Gomez got injured after 10 minutes. They brought on Nunez, and they brought on Trent. Not the Trent you're thinking about. Trent Coney Doherty.
Who the fuck is that? Trying to replace the Trent?
I honestly,
You can sign someone with a different name, you know.
I don't know. But the point is, they rotated. They started Chiesa. They started Diaz and Jota. They started Endo. They started Harvey Smelliot. They
Jesus.
started Kwanzaa, and they started Smikas, Gomez, Calahet. Like, it's not... The commentators were saying, oh, it's not like it's their B team. No, it's not. Like, these players were starting last season. Half of these players could even start next week. Jota, Diaz.
Yeah, definitely.
Smikas is...
I think Jota, Diaz, Harvey Elliott it's one of those things where they're just not in as good a form as Gakpo is right now.
I agree.
And some of the other players. Oh,
he's
good
got a
save.
pass. He's got...
Goal.
Good save.
Oh, that is a good save. Yeah, made up for it. Made up for his first error.
But yeah, I mean, you've got these players that are experienced, and especially Harvey Elliott giving away the penalty.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Let's talk about that handball really briefly.
So the ball goes up, and Harvey Elliott, for some smart reason, jumps up like this.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's a penalty. You don't need VAR to see that. Plymouth score the penalty, but to be fair, when they score, there's 40 plus minutes left,
And they held out for the whole game.
It was a cup performance. You know, it's one of those cup games where, you know, the magic of the cup.
Yeah.
And I mean, that centre back, their captain, got 17 clearances.
Jesus Christ! What a performance! That's
Insanity.
a great. That's like getting a triple double, basically.
Literally, and their keeper made like 2 or 3 fingertip saves. Like, it was amazing. They were just holding on. It's only the 5th time.
I love that.
I love it too. It's only the 5th time in their history that they've got to the 5th round of the FA Cup.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
like, these fans have been starved, man.
Yeah.
Like, they were recently losing under Rudy.
The bottom of the championship. No?
Yeah, I mean, they're roundabout, yeah.
Yeah, they're literally in a relegation battle.
It's like crazy. The first time in, I don't know how long, that the top of the Premier League team has been knocked out of the FA Cup by a team that's not in the top flight.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, man. I mean, it's a bit of a shaky moment. I know they rotated a bit, but surely Slot's not going to be happy with that. They're out of the cup. Our good friend, Mr. Watt, said, oh no, the quadruple's over. They do this every year. We're up for the quadruple. Every year they do it.
They're not up for the domestic treble, though. Because I'll tell you the only team now that can actually win the domestic treble.
No.
Yes. Yes,
actually,
my
yeah,
friend.
that's true.
It's the only team right here. Okay. Could Newcastle win the domestic treble?
No. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
I hope you win the final. I hope you win the final.
Yeah, I think we will.
But yeah, I mean, Harvey Elliott, you are rubbish. We've been saying it like in the existence of the touchline.
We have.
You are not good enough for Liverpool. I think if Liverpool are smart, they will get rid of him this summer.
Yeah.
Because I think you could easily sell him back to Fulham. You can sell him to, I don't know, Everton. Oh, not Everton. Sorry, you can't do
Leicester.
that. Leicester. You know, like a lower level club. Maybe Wolves if they stay up. You know, one of these clubs. And that's his level, you know. He thinks he's so good. You can tell he thinks he's so good.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot can't even jump with his hands by his side. Can't create a chance. Can't score a goal when Liverpool need a chance. This guy is shit. He's Scouse. You know, he's from the academy. No, he's not. He's from where's he from? He's from Surrey. He's a Brooks boy. He's from Surrey and he's shit.
Boy.
He's shit. All right. Harvey Elliott, shit. Harvey Smelliot, you smell of shit. Okay.
Can we just say how many times that Aston Villa have broken through this Tottenham midfield so far?
What midfield?
What midfield? They've had 9 chances to Tottenham's 1.
Yeah.
In the first 30 minutes.
It is insane. We are watching a slaughtering it. Villa should score a second. If not,
they're just taking long shots though. Like that's a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can lose games by doing it.
This is the thing. It's a cup, man. Anything can happen. But yeah, we'll add in or maybe my review of this game here. Villa 2, Tottenham 1. That means Tottenham are knocked out of 2 cups in a week. Like we said, it wasn't a battering, to be fair. Well, by the scoreline. Villa went at Tottenham. Tottenham were completely there for the taking. The gap in midfield was insane. Villa honestly could have scored 4 or 5. Rashford, Asensio made their debuts. Looked all right, didn't do too much. Tottenham, near the end of the game, started to attack, started to try. Tell gets his first goal of the season, his first goal in a Tottenham shirt, make it 2-1 with 5 minutes of added time left, and nothing else. So Villa get away with it. They're through to the 5th round, and Tottenham out ahead of that game against United. So tough times for Ange.
Bum of the week. Who are you going for this weekend?
Harvey
Smelly.
Harvey Smelliot.
Harvey Smelliot.
With these rules, you know what? Not even with these rules. If you're doing this in the 70s or 80s, you're a mug.
Yeah.
Jumping in your own box like this,
Yeah.
right? You know, he's acting like he's from Surrey. He's like
Yeah.
he's just seen a working class person walk into his home. He's scared. Oh, you know. Listen, this guy acts like he's road, acts like he's cool. He's not, right? Daddy's money helped him join the Fulham Academy, and then now he plays for Liverpool. All right, jumping like this with his mullet and doing absolutely niche on the pitch, right? Fuck off.
Oh.
You are bum of the week.
But Bozo of the week, I'm going to go for Kai Havertz. Mate, did you watch him against Newcastle?
Why not Odegaard?
No, because we already spoke about Odegaard.
Okay. Oh,
My problem is with Kai Havertz is that even Odegaard has moments where he's actually decent. Do you know what I mean? But Kai Havertz genuinely is rubbish.
Rubbish.
He's total rubbish.
Fair enough.
And Chelsea, shake your hand, incredible business. You got rid of that guy.
Him and Mount. They
Crazy.
fleeced us.
Yes, they knew, bro.
Insane.
They were like, these guys are fucking shit. They're not going to make it any further past 27.
I can't believe Mount passed his medical. Thinking about it, I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did that,
bro.
Yeah, but fair play to Chelsea. The two best things they've done in the last 5 years.
Definitely.
Apart from that Champions League, which we won't talk about. But that's pretty much all the results. And yeah, we're going to move on to our 3 points. So we'll catch you in a couple days.